everyone doing? Welcome to the K-Drama Hangout with us. We are the KThree. I'm Jen.
I'm Marissa, and we are so glad to see you guys. Coming at you, as Jill said, every fortnight.
Every fortnight. It's very exciting. It gives us a couple more things to talk about. It's so good to see everybody that we always see in the comments. Hello. Thank you guys for making us feel so amazing and having so many K-drama friends over there. If you are new to our hangout and friendship, we're K-drama friends just like you. So please feel free to jump in. We have an amazing community in the comments that will answer questions, keep other conversations going. And if it's a show that we're not actually watching or really diving into, they will be there for you for sure. Right?
That's right. So maybe you're here because of Squid Game. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here because of Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, but we talk about all the shows that we're currently watching. Yes. We watch them live. We occasionally binge a show that's already been on, but what you're getting here is like current thoughts, current shows, and a group of friends to hang out with and chat with.
Right? It's like a K-drama book club.
It is.
Yeah. And so it's a lot of fun. We dive in things we like, love, and so many quibbles. Quibbles are kind of some of our favorite things to do.
Yeah, and we've got him this week for sure.
Oh, we've got him for sure. So I see everybody over in the comments. I just want to say hello to everyone. How's everybody doing after 2 weeks of, you guys, we mentioned Squid Game kind of casually 2 weeks ago. And we were like, I'm going to binge it. It's going to be great. I'm really excited to watch it. And y'all, it took over the world in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Marissa,
number one in every Netflix territory. That's
every single one.
Huge. It's you guys.
Enormous. It's enormous. Yeah. So it's so cool to see. And it's kind of been a fun ride to actually. I don't know about you guys, but it was kind of fun to already kind of know about K-dramas while everyone was just discovering them this past week, right? Wasn't it kind of fun, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's 3 a.m. Oh, hey, Vaseline, it's 3 a.m. You're joining us 3 a.m. from Korea. Thank you so much. We love it. I love it. That's amazing. There's even oh my God, really? That is fantastic, Juhi. That's amazing. Oh my God. The memes that have been going around about that, how do you pronounce it? Dalgona? Is that correct?
Dalgona.
The memes have been hilarious.
Yeah.
And I love them. Yeah.
And I've heard, it's something that a lot of older Koreans will make and sell on the street. So I've heard that more people are buying them in Korea, which is amazing.
Is so amazing.
And if Jen and I get a hold of a Dalgona kit that you can make at home, we just might do a giveaway. So
yes.
For that soon. Yeah.
Exactly. That'd be amazing. You want to watch it, but you're scared. Kate, you know what? I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. You should be. But I will say, Kate, I don't know if you've watched Hunger Games or if you've watched, I don't know where you live, so I don't know what your reference point is for those types of style of games, but like Hunger Games was very similar. From what I'm hearing, Alice in Borderland is the Japanese drama that was very similar. So, if you've watched those types, I think you'll be okay. But if it's a whole new concept, it was terrifying.
Right, Calvin? Yeah, right? It's a big deal.
Right? Yeah.
And we're already here.
Yeah, you had random people be like, did you watch Squid Game? You're like, of course I watched Squid Game. Of course I did. Oh, you made it not as good as you think. Oh, I made it. That's good. Yeah, so worth it. So obviously, because Squid Game is so huge, you guys, this week we're gonna do the show backwards, right? Yeah. So instead of starting with Monday, Tuesday, we're gonna start with Squid Game. So do we dive? Is it not? Let's see. What do we got? You know what? Alice in Borderland. I might have to dip my toe into that one just because I keep hearing so many things. Yeah. Oh my God, the kids at my school are playing red light, green light. They were really surprised that I knew about Squid Game. Oh my God, that's hilarious. I love that. Way too young to be. How old were they watching Squid Game? Oh my God.
Oh. Maybe they're just getting excerpts, or I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Oh wow, that's amazing.
So yeah, have you all? So did everyone binge it? Has everyone seen it?
Yeah.
Because
this is
didn't really like Alice. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nora. I've heard that like every episode is a different game. And I heard, you know, a lot of people really loved it, but let's talk about this. There's something else about Squid Game that tapped into our collective consciousness because for it to be global like this, and not just kind of a what do you call it, like a select group of fans who maybe like dystopian or like, you know, this kind of violence, and it transcended that. Character building, Julie. I see.
I think you're right, Marisa, because as we've said, like, the idea behind Squid Game is not new. So the fact that it became this global phenomena, it means it tapped into something that we're all feeling. Yeah. And so I'm fascinated by what you all think that is.
See, I'm wondering if this concept of not being in control, trying to survive. I mean, we're still living in a global pandemic. You know, we have a lot of us, some people have never felt so lost, not in control, still trying to make your way. And so I think it's tapped into that.
I think so. And I think, I don't know about you guys, but I think that then layering it in with kid games made it, I don't know if absurd is the right word or just something that we all could be like, there was a love that we all get that. We all get that, right?
Right. And even if we're not familiar with some of the games, because they're so Korean.
Can we talk about how complicated Squid Game was as a kid's game? Like, they explained it twice, and I still don't understand the rules of Squid Game. And they're like, it's an easy kids game. I'm like,
that's so Korean, though, right? It's about rote memorization, understanding really complicated scenarios, and just memorizing them and understanding them and embodying them, and like, you know, doing it repetitively. It's like, of course, it's a Korean game.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It's like, if you do this, then you can hop on you can do on 2 feet, and then you got 1 foot, and you got to push him over the line. I was just like, they explained it 3 times, and I was like, I still could not play this game because I do not understand it. You know, I think so. But just kind of reading some of the comments, you're right. I think it's the pandemic and the fact that the pandemic brought to light that capitalism just is not. It's terrible, right? I mean, we all kind of knew that. We all knew it in our bones beforehand, but we were just going through the motions for so long that I think the pandemic, at least for me and especially the industry that I'm in, like with the Yahtzee strike on the horizon, all of that, like, I think we finally just had that moment where we could take a breath and be like, oh yeah, that's not working really for me anymore. and maybe that's part of what, you know, that collective was.
Right. So that, so the first characters we see that we're introduced to, and we talked about this 2 weeks ago because Jen and I had just watched the first couple of episodes, they're gamblers, you know, their morality is highly suspect. It's later in the as we move through the game that we see people who are crushed by society, in debt because they're not given opportunities. You know, like our curly-haired woman, and this was a translation issue that came up. Jen and I did a separate Squid Game video that's going to be coming out soon, and we talk about this. Like Youngmay Mayer, who is a comedian who you guys might know from, she's got a podcast with Brian Park called Feeling Asian, which is, you should check that out. But she's Korean, grew up in Korea, and brought up some translation issues. And one is that our curly-haired woman, well, let's see, what is her name? It's
Kim Ji-rang.
Yeah, so that she's smart, but she didn't have the money to be educated. And that's like, it's just it's part of Korean culture, right? Access, education, money, that puts you in this other echelon. But for so many people who are struggling, it's because you're not given opportunities unless you can afford them, unless you're born into a wealthier family. So all of these cultural touchstones come across in this show, and they're very Korean, but very universal as well.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reading a comment. Does anyone else notice the games were already on the walls, but were just covered by the bunks? Yes. Yeah. There were a lot of those little things hidden. Okay, so let's dive in. So let's just dive into the story, you guys. did you guys enjoy it? Like, that's my question for you. Because at the end of the day, even if it is a global phenomenon, did you enjoy it? Was it fun for you? What did you think? Like, I enjoyed it, but it wouldn't go on one of my top lists. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, but it would not go on one of my top lists.
Really?
I have to be honest. Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the actors in it. I love Lee Jung-jae, and for him to do a series, yeah. But
all that.
What's missing for you, Jen? Because like for me, this is like one of the ultimate K-dramas.
Really? You know, and we kind of talked about this in the video when we did already about it. I just I didn't feel it stuck the landing. I felt like the ending really let me down. I had guessed that it was the old guy from like episode 2.
You did.
And so I wanted more of a payoff on that reveal. And the payoff for me at the end was it left me lacking. Like him not believing, like the old guy, Nam not believing that people are inherently good, and then Sung Ji-hoon believing that inherently people are good. Like I guess I just didn't feel like that was what they gave us for the previous 8 episodes. And so I wanted more of a payoff that this old dude was playing. And I don't know, I wanted more machinations of how he actually survived that game, in all honesty.
Oh, I see. Yeah. See, for me, it's like the moving through the game that Gyun's humanity in conflict with his need for money, for the need to survive. And he was our main protagonist. He was, but I just fell headfirst into this, what do you call it? Like waterfall storm off the cliff. It was yeah.
And again, I'm not saying I disliked it. I'm just saying that I did not love it. At the end of the day, I would not rewatch it. How's that? Does that make sense? Like Kingdom was something I rewatched multiple times. Yeah. Like that world, I cannot get enough of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
World. But for some reason, Squid Game, that one didn't pop for me. What's everybody saying? So it looks like, what do we got here? So Calvin kind of agrees with me that it was good, but random cast of Squid Game is going to be on Jimmy Fallon this week. I know. Do you guys think they're going to be live, or do you think they're going to be? Going to be piped in?
They're not flying to New York. I don't think. I would be very
BTS
surprised.
flies to New York, Marisa.
Yeah, but they were appearing at the UN. That's why. So Nora, yes, that's the big question. Is there going to be a second season? I mean, there's got to be, right?
From what I've read, the director was like, I'm open to a second season, but this one broke me, and I need basically a writer's room and other directors, because he wrote and directed the entire thing. And that's a lot. That's a lot of heavy lifting for sure, right? And so I've read that that's the situation.
Let's see.
Jill was with the ending. I did, and I'm hoping maybe season 2 will give me what I'm looking for. I want more information about that freaking island and all this, how it all got set up and how they got the people to work on it. And I want all the details of that.
Actually, I want to go back to Music Vaseline's
I didn't see that. Sorry.
Many people in Korea are surprised by the popularity. And
really,
given that you're in Korea, I need to know more about that.
Yeah, please tell us. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to know more about that.
Mediocre screenplay and general story quality. Actions. Okay, this is interesting.
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Because, it just completely took over the rest of the world, especially here. At least my Twitter feed's filled up with mostly people in the States are just losing their damn minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Amanda, I have to say, there were a lot of open-ended. Like, okay, can we all just agree that we had June falling off the cliff, no body, not dead.
Yeah.
Not dead.
Oh, yeah.
Totally coming back. Totally coming back. Season 2, he is taking down his brother's cabal. It's happening, people. And I need to see it because they hid that man's beautiful smile behind a mask for 3 episodes. Like, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, music is like DP to me was much more visceral, and that one just cracked my chest open so much more. Yeah.
Well,
if I
there's
had
a
to pick
reality
between
to
the
that.
two.
Yeah, it's almost too bad that that Squid Game came on the
Tracy.
heels of DP, like too close together. Like
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah. What's that?
You were saying they were too close together. DP and Squid Game too close together.
Yeah, because DP didn't have time to build, because now Squid Game's just taken over the world. So yeah.
Oh, right. And that's what I'm hearing a lot. Not hearing as if I'm chatting with these filmmakers in Korea, but what I'm reading is that a lot of them are super right, Kai. Yes, he must return. Is that Netflix is been a really great thing for storytellers, because they kind of give them a chunk of change and you're like, bring us your vision. We're not going to interfere much. And then we'll see what happens. And then that's what ends up happening. And so it's kind of, Netflix, I think, has been a big thing for Korean storytelling, that they're able to get out of the, the censors and the, networks and keeping stringent things down.
That's right. So things that you see in films, that you don't see in drama. There's such a divide between the violence and the sexuality in films that you don't go anywhere near in Kdramas.
Right.
So, yeah.
The VIPs.
Nora.
I don't want to pile on, because as someone who also is an actor, I feel bad. But it's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can make your point about white supremacy and old white men and ruling the world and the Illuminati. I think you could make that point pretty quickly instead of belaboring it. Oh, man.
I really, truly believe if they just would have kept them masked and silent. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have kept them, the VIPs, masked and silent. I think it would have been far more impactful than giving them like a 30-minute running joke on 69. I was just like, oh my God, make it stop. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just make it stop. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, right? Absolutely, Caitlin. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So who are your favorite characters? Let's jump in, because we got so many more shows to talk about, you guys. I mean, yeah.
And also, I hope that when your friends who are new to K-dramas watch this, please watch the subtitled version, not the dubbed version. Oh my God.
And also, something that's also happening, I don't know about your Twitter feed, Marisa, but my Twitter feeds are blowing up again about the translation. Make sure you're watching the subtitled feed and not the closed caption. For some reason, and I'm not sure why, because I don't understand the difference. I don't understand the intricacies between a closed caption difference and a subtitle difference. But there seems to be a vast difference in the translation. Or actually, I just happen to be in Korean. Yeah. Right, Charlotte? But yeah, the dialogue. I mean, literally, those actors, to go back to the VIPs real quick, the actors are not great, but the script did not help them in any way, shape, or form. Like, hoo-yah. Script was awful for them. And I don't know if that was just an English translation, Korean. I don't know if that was, but it was terrible. Yeah. All right. Favorite characters. Gangster girl in the lead. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Let's see. Who else? Definitely the lead.
I was really pleased to see like the actor who played the gangster, who is, what is his name? Hung Sung-tae? Yeah, his Instagram has blown up. He's gone from like a couple 100,000 followers to 1 million. And I know, I mean, obviously this was a star vehicle for like Wee Ha-jun and also for Jung Ho-yeon.
Absolutely.
North Korean, which is a whole other storyline that you might not get because Netflix translations are unlike Viki translations. They don't give you any cultural context.
Exactly. Yeah. So the closed caption, I do know that it's giving you more Caitlin, it's for the deaf community, so it describes the noises and the actions. So I think what ends up happening is they run out of time to give a full translation. And so, yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Yeah.
It's hard. Yeah. Other characters.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I have to say, I loved Kansab Sebyuk and Ali. Those were my two favorites.
Yeah.
Ali, I was with him during the marble game when I wanted to believe that there was a way for all of us to get out of this. And I literally at one point was like, are we really going to get out of this? Are they going to Hunger Games it with the berries or something like at the end here? And then I was like, oh, I'm just like Ali. I wanted to believe. I'm like, no, I was so mad. But yes, he's probably my favorite.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Oh, right? Samu he was so like deceptively evil, right? We wanted to believe that he had some goodness, but he was just so broken. Sebyuk was so good. Her and her friend in the marble game. The marble game broke me. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Those two young women. Oh my gosh, you wanted them to survive.
Caitlin,
who's going to play? Huh?
Yeah, you didn't see that.
You're right.
Yeah. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but we leave that one up for a second, Marco, while Marisa finishes her thought, because we have to talk about that before we move on.
About Gong Yu?
Yeah.
Gong Yu, man.
I mean, listen, it's hilarious that everyone, like people who are not into the K-drama like structure are like, this man is totally going to be a key player in season 2. Like Caitlin saying, and all of us who watch K-dramas are like, no, man, that's Gong Yu. He cameoed for a friend, and that's it. Yeah. Everyone lost their shit, and he knew, and he got paid well to do it. Amazing. Oh my God, you guys, it's so amazing. Like we could talk about this just all by itself for an hour, but we have like literally like 8 other shows to talk about. So if we still need to work through some things, feel free to pop some things out. Were there any last thoughts that you had, Marisa, before we move on?
No, but I can't wait to see how this keeps building, and if more people come over to K-dramas because of it. So,
right? Yeah. Oh God, the betrayal, right? The betrayal of Ali was just the worst, right? Broke my heart. Yeah. Ali was, So we gotta give a huge shout out. It's Anupam Tripathi. I think if I pronounce his name correctly. Yeah. He was spectacular. Yeah. And shows you that foreign actors in Korea can actually do an amazing job.
That's right. That character made sense. Yeah. Well acted, well done, strong storyline.
Yeah. And he's everyone's like almost everybody's talking about in their description. So yeah, right. Musings of Sorts. Yeah, K-drama. There's going to be a lot. Well, I mean, Disney Plus is heading into Korea now. Apple TV. Like it's going to be.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Dude on the train can slap me. I've seen that meme going on. The meme where he's in the honeycomb. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and if you guys are longtime fans of Lee Jung-jae and his best friend Jung Woo-sung, then did you see that one I put up in our stories with Jung Woo-sung?
I did. It was so amazing, right? I loved it. It was so good. Okay, you guys. So let's move on. Another one that is blowing up my Twitter feed that I dropped, but everyone's loving it, is Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. Cha-cha-cha. All right, where are we at? Oh, is Marisa there? Marisa?
Is there an audio thing going on? Oh, sorry. I was getting weird feedback.
Okay?
Yeah, I was getting weird audio feedback. Am I clean? Okay.
I think you're clean, yeah. All right. Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. My Twitter feed pretty much keeps me up to date, so I don't actually have to watch it. But, well, how's it going? What's happening?
Oh, well, you don't have to watch it. Yeah, I mean, it's all about those two and their dimples falling for each other. So, and the town with this amazing group of people. It was very heavy. The last 2 episodes on, I'm sorry, like the sun has broken through in Vancouver, and so now there's this weird light on me. Yeah. So it's just so enjoyable. I love seeing them. It's like, it gets silly, and I'm just really glad they didn't like dig into the whole love triangle thing. Like, it actually turned out to be this kind of beautiful moment between old friends.
I saw a bunch of like people screenshotting that, and I fell in love with Lee Sang-hee so badly just from reading, like, just loved him, right? So I think I would have been out anyway after this week.
Yeah. So who is it? Jill's getting a little bored. See, here's my question. What was this week? 11 and 12?
Yeah.
We still have like 2 more weeks. We still have 4 episodes. I don't know where we're going from here. And now I have some concerns too, because it's that, what do you do when you put them together? Like, this is why half the time there's a serial killer in the show. So, you know, I don't know where we're going to go from here.
Yeah.
So
right. The bromance was a thing, Lauren, that I actually was really enjoying. Yeah. So it's just, is he staying on the island? Is Lee Sang-hee staying on the island, or is he leaving?
I think they're still shooting. They seem to be going back and forth from Seoul a lot.
So okay. Gotcha.
I think unfortunately it's going to turn. Yeah, right. I don't know where they're going from here. Except it would be nice to see more of the townspeople. There are a lot of stories there that we haven't really dug into. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
I see Nora's comment here. The breakup is going to happen. I can smell it. Like, I'm like, of course, you're in episode 12. Like, what's going to break these two up? Like, what's coming? What is happening, right? So that's, we all know it's coming.
I mean, I know the show is tropey, but oh boy.
If he disappears for over a year and doesn't contact her and returns with a scarf
that he's hand knit,
knit because he refused to talk to her.
Well, they still haven't explained the 5 years he was missing from town. So
really, because that's what I wanted to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to go. That's a Master Son reference. That was not Master Son. That was
Oh My Venus.
I think of it. Oh My Venus. Thank you.
I have not watched today's episode yet, so I don't know. I don't know what happens there. But it's just that kind of easy breezy. We're at this beach seaside town. You know, I don't know. It's not. There's no heavy lifting in that one.
Right.
Yeah.
As we always say, there's a K-drama out there for everyone, and this one just wasn't working for me. One that surprisingly is working for me to the point where I am very concerned is YUMI'S, you guys. I am so devoted to these two that I am starting to get concerned, because what I've read about the webtoon leads me to believe I'm going to be really unhappy.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So this webtoon, I think, was around for like 4 years or something. So obviously there are plenty of people who know what's happening.
Yeah. Is anyone out there read? Yes, right. Is anyone out there read the webtoon and let me know that the show seems to be going in a vastly different direction, because that's what I need to know.
Well, I mean, you haven't watched the is it episode 6?
I haven't watched today's episode. It wasn't subbed enough for me last night.
Yeah, so it's very small in the sense that it's about building their relationship. And
the lust cell is so hilarious.
I know. And this episode, I think, because the cells are commenting on what's happening, right? So it is hilarious. And yes, totally obsessed with An Bo-yeon. Especially after Itaewon class. Can we talk about and Kairos?
You guys, listen. Like the lust cell, like whatever lust cell that I have. Thank you so much. It was very nice of you.
Fashion too.
Fashion
my
too.
Favorite.
Oh my god, the detective cell. But when they finally kissed at the end of episode 4, I was like, oh. He's really hot. I think I even texted Marisa. I was like, that was really, really hot.
Dude,
yeah.
You need to watch episode 6 as soon as we're done. And
really?
Then
okay, great. Yes. Do you remember when we were watching Kairos and him and the wife? When he you go, y'all, listen. Y'all, boy is hot. And I'm not saying this is like news, but he's playing this like kind of goofy guy, but whew. I didn't realize how much I was into him. I thought it was just a one-off from Kairos. No, it is not.
Yeah, Kairos, because Itaewon Class, oh, he was mean. But he was really sweet in my private life. So, yeah, right? I really, oh, man. Like, president of his fan club here.
Right? And then, I don't know, his Instagram, did you guys see it? Like, listen, I don't want to sound like a creeper, but he showed up on my Instagram, and he was laying on his bed, face down, like reading a script, like with just his shorts on. It's what he posts on Instagram. And instead of saying anything, he just posted a dinosaur, which is his lust. Which is his lust cell.
But was that him or his staff?
I don't know who did it, but it still was. Whoever did it, it was hilarious and hot, and it was amazing.
But I think it was the Unbohyun staff.
Was that what it was? Okay. I just saw I scrolled through it really fast, but I was like, oh.
Hilarious, because the people who work for him are like, yes.
They're feeding the beast. Thank you.
Lustosaurus is so great. Yeah.
So here's my question, you guys, because again, kind of
he did do dinosaur too. Yeah.
Kind of like what we said about Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. Like, we're only at episode 6. We've got like 7 more episodes, right? No. Like, where are we going?
No, it's not. Wait, 7.
It's only 14 episodes. Yeah.
But who brought up Jin Young from Got7? He plays the ex-boyfriend, right?
He's the ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, that's going to be interesting.
And I don't think is he coming back in this one, or is he?
I think he's listed in Asian Wiki.
He is listed here as a support role on my drama list as well, but he's listed as a main character for the second season. That's what's concerning me.
Oh, so is he going to drop in the last 20 seconds of episode 14?
Right. I love I love
yes.
Yes. His cells make me so happy because they're hilarious.
You are going to die when you get to episode 6 because there's a couple of cells and they're just,
oh my god,
I love it.
I do. I'm so into it, and so that's why I'm concerned. Has anyone read the webtoon? And I need you all to help me out here.
I rewatched some of the episode last night with the Vicky comments turned on, and you have your usual crew of people going, why did she say this? She doesn't deserve him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, aren't you watching this show? All of that conflict, all of those thoughts, her cells are having them. It's like to see the complexity of what's going on internally.
I love it so much. It's so good. I mean, listen, I don't know what kind of jerk they might turn him into, but Gu Wong is an amazing boyfriend. Can we just say that? Not only does he look like An Byung-hun, but he's actually a really good guy, and I'm really into him. Yeah,
he has some moments coming up.
Yes.
So yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh, Jill, I need to know. Because I spoiled myself and I was like, please be. I don't know what's happening. Anyway. Julianne, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much appreciated. That's so kind of you. Anyone, just to let you know, those are super stickers and super chats. If you have a big question and we haven't gotten to it, because sometimes the thread goes too far, you can do that and it'll jump to the thing. And that just supports our channel so that we can do more of these things as we move along. Because, that's right. We got things rummaging around in our K-drama brains for future ideas.
That's right.
So thank you so much.
Julianne, thank you. And where are you? Because I'm in Vancouver right now.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
You're paying in Canadian dollars, so
yes, that's so nice. Yeah. Oh, okay, good, Jill. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear, and I'm just going to live in that fantasy very, very much. That's what I wanted to hear, Jill. Thank you. And I will leave it at that as well. But I don't care. I'm going to live in that fantasy bubble until I get proven otherwise. All right. So let's move on because we've got so many more shows. Do you want to just do a quick shout out to the fact that you dropped Lost before we move on?
Oh, you're in Toronto. Great. Good. Lost. Did I drop it or did I put it on hold? I don't know. I think because there's so many buoyant rom-coms right now, and The Veil. And The Veil. Yeah. That I couldn't swim in this pool of Han that is Lost. So I don't know if anyone else is still watching it right now. I mean, I think the actors are super compelling. I'll probably go back to it at some point, maybe deeper in the winter when I want to feel depressed and dark and lost. But for right now, yeah.
It's all right. Yes. And Griselda, we are about to talk Wonder Woman right now. Yeah. I love it. It is dumb, but it is fun, and it makes no sense, but it is fun. And Lee Sung-yoon and his clothing with Honey Lee and her comedy chops, and I am in K-drama heaven. Seriously.
Oh my god, I love the two of them so much. I could care less about anyone else in the show.
Oh yeah, no, I could care less. Like they're just fodder for just me getting to the next scene with the two of them. Yeah. Are you guys loving it as much as we are? So let's talk about it. Like the story makes absolutely no sense. Like none. Like the whole show. Oh my god, Honey! Can we talk about how amazing she is?
National treasure, Queen of Korea. What are her nicknames over there? Someone tell me, because I'm pretty sure she's the ultimate.
She is what I love about this show, and it kind of is. Let me just spit it out. Just spit it out, Jen. What I love about this show is that she's the comedy lead. Most of the time, men get that role, especially here in the States. They get to be the big comedy lead, and everybody plays straight person to that comedy genius. But this is Honey Lee's show, and she's the comedy genius. I fucking love it. And then Lee Sung-yoon, who always is so wrapped up in his brain, is out there having fun and playing her like sidekick straight man, and I am so freaking happy. So freaking happy about it.
Yeah, Jen found that did Soompi republish it, the GQ interview with Lee Sung-yoon, and he's just like, he's in his 40s and he's hit this maturity and self-reflection, self-revelation, self-effacing, whatever you want to call it, that he's become the man of Jen's dreams, like 10 times more than.
I mean, listen, he already was pretty much he was up top. He was up the ladder there anyway. But this article, I was just like, what? Oh, goodness. But yeah, I love it. I think it's just so much fun. And then did you guys, and listen, I apologize, but I'm this guy's new on my radar. But did you all notice that Kang Min-na's husband is also also our guy from Lovers of the Red Sky?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Is he like in Lovers of the Red Sky? He like landed next to An Hyo-sep's carriage, or what do they call it?
It starts with a P. Not a
Palanquin.
Palanquin, thank you.
And I was like, who is that? And then I looked him up. I'm like, oh my god,
right?
He's her husband too. It's like hilarious.
And we say this all the time, but this is one of the things that I love about K-dramas is that actors get to work on stuff like this. Like he's doing 2 shows at the same time.
Yeah.
And he has to play this goofy playboy chaebol by day, and then at night he gets to go and be this badass like
sword.
Sword. It's
Palanquin.
Yeah. So I cannot get enough of Wonder Woman, and the side characters are all ridiculous and trope filled and but yeah, when they were go ahead, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say Honey Lee's comedy, like it really like Extreme Job, Fiery Priest, and now this, like her like asides to herself are just like where she's realizing how smart she is. I must be a lawyer. I must be a con artist. It's just like her alone on screen. She's just riveting.
Riveting and magnetic. My favorite one was when they were walking. I don't know if you got to this episode yet. I think it might be hey ABC 1 2 3. I don't know if it was episode 6 or episode 5, but her and Sung-wook are walking back to her house, and he's like, "Why are we walking?" And she's like, "I need to air out because no one needs to know that I ate out." Blah blah blah. And she's like, and I don't know if it was a voiceover or if it was that, but it was that kind of aside where she's like, and don't think that just because you pull me away from an oncoming bike, I'm gonna fall in love with you. I'll just push you to the floor. And then of course it happens and you get the little twinkle. And I was just like, that was so great.
Yeah.
It was so great. No, ABC, we have gone backwards, just FYI. ABC, we did go backwards. So we did start with Squid Game and we're working our way through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we just did One the Woman. And we're about to hit the veil. So yeah, right? It's a hard pivot. It's a hard pivot. But we started with Squid Game. We worked through all the fun ones, and now we're hard pivoting back to the veil.
Honey Lee, yes, Miss Universe.
Was she really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
She came in second, amazing. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Julie, you'll have to correct me on that, but yeah.
She's amazing. She's like, she's amazing.
She's a classical musician. She's like, she has a master's degree in, tell me the name of the Korean instrument that she plays.
Okay.
Yes. She's all sorts of goals.
She really is. Like, I'm like, she's probably 15 years younger than me, but I'm like, I want to be here when I grow up.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
We are getting
to
that one. Yep, we haven't gotten to that one yet. But which one was? Oh my God, The Veil is a kind of garbage show I love. Yes, that's a perfect segue to The Veil, y'all. Like, what is happening with this show?
I mean, like, I was about to put it on hold. I was telling Jen because I thought it was too much, and then I watched episode 3 or 5 or whatever, and now I'm like, I love that it's too much.
I texted Marisa. I'm like, does Namyoon basically tell his people if it's not completely bonkers, don't even show it to me, because this show makes no sense. Like, not even a little bit.
No, not at all. But let's see. His pauses, his side eyes, his like when his wheels are spinning.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
So, all right. So clearly, okay. Blah, blah, let me back up. So we're only at what episode are we at? Like 6?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's it.
6,
we're at the halfway turn because it is only a 12 episode series. Thank God.
Oh, thank God.
So clearly someone has taken Soyeon somewhere and hidden her because she's not dead. She's one of the lead roles, right? Like, we already know that. But who took her? Who do we think? And do we think Yoo Jae actually betrayed Nam Gun-min?
Yeah, so I'm a little behind, so I'm not sure. No. It's plot.
Yeah, plot schmuck. There's nothing happening. He has such amazing timing. Yeah. I love when my favorite is like they're supposed to be on the secret mission, and his partner Yoo Jae is like, hey, so we need to jump on this right away, and I know you're in hiding, and she's in the middle of her office. I'm like, you're in the middle of the NIS office. Why are you having that? It's hilarious.
You mean the NIS office that looks an awful lot like the Chief Kim office?
Right? Oh yeah, it's amazing.
You know what I loved? The episodes I did watch this week were the kid played by An Ji-ho.
Oh yeah, he was great.
From Nobody Knows, which is
that's who he was. I knew he looked familiar and I didn't look it up. He was
one of our favorite shows. Yeah, with Kim So-kyung from
she's amazing.
Sky Castle. Yeah.
Since you haven't watched this week's, you haven't seen the reveal of one of our big bads, which is our guy, Jung Moon Sung, who is Hospital Playlist. He was our Wee Shaman's bestie reporter's husband. Like, he's like, got the slick back hair and the suits and the glasses and yes. And he looks amazing. Amazing. It could be him, I just don't remember, right?
Interesting. Oh, I can't wait. I know what I'm doing after this show.
Can we talk about his body, Denise? I think it's amazing because the amount of muscles he put on, but he's so big now in the chest that when he walks, it's like.
I heard this. Yeah, he's Yeah,
He's like
not in
overdone.
proportion. Yeah. And I heard this controversy that people are like, he must have been taking steroids. And then someone else was like, have you not been paying attention? The dude's been building up to this for years. It's like
exactly, yeah,
clearly
hiding that body under his scrubs, right? Jung Sung, we like whoa, what's happening there? Yeah, but yeah, Nam Goong Min has been working on this for at least a year, for sure.
Oh God, yeah,
at least, yeah. Oof. So the veil makes absolutely no sense, but I can't stop watching it. And I feel like at any minute, y'all who watched Awaken are going to get this reference. At any minute, Nam Goong Min's character is going to bust out a blue lollipop. Because it kind of goes with exactly the same idea. It just makes no sense. And I'm sorry, but Jung Young Nam still looks amazing. And I can't wait for her to take all of these dicks down in her office. He is a mini Hulk. Absolutely. Yeah, he literally, and he walks, and he looks like he skipped leg day, because it's like, but he's so tiny. Yeah. Oh my God, the fight scenes on car stage scenes are amazing. Can we talk about how quickly this week's episode, he stole his partner's car because she was abducted, and then drives like a maniac through Seoul, destroys the car, and then you find out that she's in the back of it, and then the next scene, she had it back all in prime condition. I'm like, that is an insurance company right there. For sure.
The magical Hyundai or Kia or Mercedes or something.
Yeah. And it's super cute and super light blue, powder blue. Looks nice. Do you think it's going to end up on the good side? I feel like she will. I'm not sure. Who do you think? She. Here's a question for you guys. Do we all think that the love affair that So Young keeps alluding to, are they just teasing us that we're supposed to believe that it's Nam Goong Min, or do we actually believe that it is our hospital playlist doctor?
Oh. I'm glad this is what is this 14 episodes? Yeah.
12. It's just 12. We only have 6 more. Yeah. I'm intrigued by some weird shit. But you guys all know me. If you've been here, you know that. I'm like, that story point, I want to know more about it. Everyone's like, that's a throwaway line, Jen. I'm like, I don't care. It's interesting. Anyway. All right. Oh my God. So that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you guys. We made it. Oh, Lord. All right. Wow. Wednesday, Thursday. Always in the middle.
Yeah. DALI and the Cocky Prince, right?
DALI and the Cocky Prince. Who watched this?
I find it adorable. I love that. Yes. But I was telling you this beforehand. I feel like they're still setting up the story. They're still setting up the chess pieces. And I could kind of care less about all the other storylines. It's just, I love that how they're so imperfect, but perfect for each other. And I just need more of that. Yeah. Because there's so many evil cousins up to no good. And I don't know what's going on with that other young woman at the gallery. And I don't really care. I'd actually like to see, I'd actually like to see more of his dad, played by An Kil Kang, who is just one of our favorite character actors.
I need him to stop just yelling every line he has.
Yeah. Well, the lunch they had was good. Where it was. And because he actually believes in his son. He's like, you can smell a moneymaker a mile off. So, I need to see more of them, and I need to see more of Hwang Bo-ra. She's another one of our favorite.
I love her so much. She does comedy so well too. I do. I love her as just kind of that exacerbating.
Exacerbating.
Is that the right word? I don't know. Just completely frustrated with her boss. What are you doing? Yeah. Watch 2 episodes. You know what, Denise? I was kind of in the same boat. I think episode 3 and 4 were much better than 1 and 2 because, again, as much as I hate to say it, 1 was almost unwatchable because of the art gallery scenes.
Yeah, I just need more of the 2 of them. You know, all of these other storylines that they fill things with, except then maybe you end up with the hometown cha-cha-cha problem, which is that they get together too early, and then where do you go? So,
and here's my question for you guys. What are you guys thinking about their chemistry? Because I love Park Kyu-young by herself, and Kim Min-jae, I think, could have chemistry with a pencil. So he's just got some sort of magnetism that I'm just like, yeah, of course, totally. Yeah. But I'm not sure their chemistry together is working for me yet. What do you guys think?
Oh, really? I find her really sweet. I really like her in this. And hard to believe that she was in Sweet Home also. Kind of she's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think she's
Devil Judge.
I think she's fantastic. And I really enjoy her, and I really enjoy her character of Kim DALI. But I'm just not sure about her and Kim and Jae.
Well, because again, they haven't dug into their story enough yet. They spent the whole last couple episodes setting up I'm the creditor and you're the debtor. So, you know.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And listen, I'm not anti them. I guess I need something. I don't know. I'm waiting. But I'm weirdly enjoying it. Like it's not grabbing me like Yumi'S, but I'm very curious to see where they're taking this, because just the visual, the structure of the aesthetics of it all, I'm just really into. And of course, I'm also very into the fact that they're using the same art gallery they used in Sell Your Haunted House.
That's right. Okay,
yeah, I am going to take that, because I think once they start to find common ground, I think her very chill personality that I really dig as an actor, and the charm offensive that is Kim Min-jae is going to be.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I know these other characters. I don't know what's going on with really. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Like, what's happening with the stepbrother being all like weird and secretive? And then one of our favorite Ajumas, Soyo Junyoung, being the stepmom, was great. And I loved her. So I'm excited to see more of her.
Yeah. And being hysterical. Like, we never see her like this.
Right?
It's really funny.
So I'm really into that. Okay. All right, you guys. That's all we got on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is weird. All right, let's hit that Monday, Tuesday. Oh, so many dramas this week. Oh, wait, where'd my thing go? Excellent. All right, y'all. You Raise Me Up. I was excited to have it come back because I was really enjoying the first couple of episodes. It careened so wildly off the tracks for me that I didn't finish it. But Marisa did. How did it end, Marisa?
Well, here's the thing. It's like Honey's character, Idura, the urologist, the lack of medical ethics that they laid into her character was just ridiculous.
It was absurd.
Unbelievable. And it really takes away from the message they were trying to put out there, which is, again, social commentary, how soul crushing it is when the job market is as tight as it is, and you're trying to, pass your civil servant exam, and how just demoralizing it is, and how competitive, and just, it literally has physical manifestations. And there's so many good messages in there about being able to find yourself again, to have confidence in yourself again, that erectile dysfunction is something that can be treated. And then they just wipe the floor with her nonsense. It's just oh my God, it completely undermined it. Yeah.
Like I got to the episode. I obviously not this week's episodes, but the episode where they ended up in the hotel room, and I was just like, this has got to be all sorts of an ethic violation. This is just so many levels of bad. I can't even handle it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
even the therapist acts you're just the whole thing, her sitting in on his hypnosis sessions. I'm just I'm like, who wrote this?
I know. It's really too bad, because she's really good, and Yoon Shi-yoon is really good.
He was so good in this role. He just broke my heart. And I even kind of felt bad for Park Ki-woon as well, because he actually was I truly like you. Yeah. It was a mess.
It's really too bad. I mean,
how did it end?
how did it end?
Yeah.
He passed the exam. They separated for a while. He thought that she was getting engaged to the doctor.
Okay.
So he just kind of got on with his life, and he passed the exam, and he found himself again, and he ended up getting a job, not as a civil servant, but with somebody else who understood him. Jennifer, so funny. He was great. And I just realized he was in Vincenzo, the actor. I didn't realize that as the clown, I think. The actor.
Yeah, he was the zombie trainer. Yeah. How did he ended up working with Jennifer?
Well, no, he just that was a really good positive relationship.
It really was. I really enjoyed them a lot.
So there were some good things.
Okay,
I mean,
maybe I'll
just
finish it just to see. But yeah,
I don't know. I mean, the only other funny thing was that they're trying to hide that Yoon Si-yoon is very fit and very attractive.
Right.
And you can slump him over and put a swim shirt on him, but you can't actually really hide his muscles. So
no,
sorry.
No. And I was really happy because when they first started being like, you have to get rid of Pink, I was like,
why?
No. Why does he have to get rid of his attachment to Pink? I think I was really angry about that. So I was really happy at the end of the episode, that last episode I watched, where he came out and he's like, I like Pink. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a little different, sure, but Pink's a great color. Yeah. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what upset me so much about the show. There were so many great moments like that. But it just...
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, you should finish it. I mean, they're not long. I think they're 45 minutes, but there's a cameo in there in the last episode that you'll really like. So
okay, cool. All right, I will finish it up. But yeah, it was disappointing because it came out of the gate so strong, and I was so surprised by it. But yeah. Oh, anyway. All right, and one that, as I tweeted, you really like a show when it disappears for a week. Your watch list fills up with all the other great options, and then when it comes back, you're so excited to watch it again. I was so happy to play on Lovers of the Red Sky. I love this show so much. And Ma Wong, I think, is back, at least in a cameo this week. I'm super jazzed.
Yeah, good. I hope so. I love all the painting. I love everything surrounding that, and just how powerful portraits can be, how powerful, how important artists are. Maybe it's a little soul crushing when you go in and all you have to do is you're painting all the screens, and it's like you've kind of taken the creativity out of it.
Yeah.
So that it fascinates me that they use this medium to tell this story. So I really love that.
Yeah, it's really good. It's it looks like it was based on a manga.
Oh yeah. Manga? Can I just say though?
And it's written by a woman, so I'm excited.
Oh, yay. That's great. I'm finding Kim Yoo-jung, though. I mean, is it just me? She's like kind of just this side of annoying.
I will say this. I was worried about that when I was watching it. But for me personally, is walking that line so well that she hasn't quite tipped into annoying for me. And I'm really enjoying it. So yeah.
I don't know what it is. Is it this youthful ignorance that she's putting out there? I don't know. And
I think for me, maybe it's more of a scripting issue, like that when she made her stand at the paint thing. And I'm like, oh, sweet Pink, God bless. Not that I agree with it, but you're the only woman here. You standing up, and if this was real, you would have been quickly escorted, if not murdered, out back.
Yeah.
If even let in the doors. And so I find that they keep scripting her as this feisty, scamp of a girl who's gonna fight the system, which is great, but I also think it's a little unrealistic.
I think also in contrast with Haram Anya Hyosup's character, and because he's playing it very still and tranquil, and so then she does seem like a
different
energy. Yeah.
Which I think is hilarious you say that, because then you've got Gong Myung, who's kind of the midpoint between the two of them.
Yes. Okay.
So it's kind of this ramp up. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about this triangle?
Sure.
I'm worried that we're heading into startup territory where our second lead is so charming and compelling and played by as great an actor as Gang Myung that I'm like, where are we going with this?
Right, but I don't know. Like, yes, but I don't have second lead syndrome with him at all because I don't. Here's why. He's the crown. He's one of the princes. At best, she's gonna be just a consort. So he's not gonna be able to marry a painter and let her paint.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
You don't have second lead syndrome.
Yeah, I don't have it, but I do see it because he is super charming. And you remember when you first mentioned when we first started watching, you're like, is he gonna be this fool through the whole thing? I love the levels that he has brought to this role. And I think everyone, like, there's something about the way it's either written or the way it's really interesting that the guys are not so over the top where they normally would be. I don't know. There's something about it that's really compelling to me. It's that trope when the lead is clever in one scene and then clueless in another. Yeah, right. It's like, oh God, right. They just make it stop.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really excited to see kind of what Haram's big mission is. Like, we kind of know what the overarching is, and we've seen little pieces of it. And here's the thing that I think is hilarious. And it's like, I can't wait for him to finally realize that he is the embodiment of this evil demon.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah.
I love Anja's up too.
Oh my God, he's so good in this. He's so good in this. And can we just talk for a second about one of our favorite harmonies, Moonsuk, who is as our god Assumption. Like, I need to know what her end game is because I'm not really sure what's happening. But she keeps mixing things up, like she's in control, and then our little Honang, who is our tiger goddess, the mountain goddess, she at one point was like, interesting, Samshin, what is your plan? And I'm like, yes, please tell us. So I'm really glad that we kind of got into bring back electrocuted goth demon. Yes. I'm really glad that we kind of are coming back to that for sure.
I hope so. I love that look.
When he was just sitting and like the black smoke was all over him and he like sat, I was like, I was so happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I'm loving it. But yes, I can see where Kim Yoo-jung is a little bit, she's not matching the tone of everybody else in it.
Yeah.
I think is what it is.
Yeah.
Just ramp it down
just a notch.
Just a notch. Maybe once she realizes that her one true love is actually a demon, maybe that. Who knows? But all I can say is I am freaking loving it. I couldn't tell you what about it is, but I think it's a combo of the fantasy and the way An Hyo-sep's playing Haram, and I love it all. Yeah. Oh, right, and the king is dying. Only have 1 month to live. I'm kind of interested by that too. Quick question for you guys: have we seen the Crown Prince, or is he just alluded to?
I don't recall seeing him.
Yeah. Okay. Because I keep sometimes getting confused because they keep showing Kwak Si-young's prince wanting his spot, but he's also injured. He's also kind of deathly injured because of the Ma Wang injury, but then the crown prince is dying of something, and I'm curious as to what all that's about. Yeah,
it's interesting.
We have a key plot point.
No, it's interesting we haven't seen him, so it's been a little confusing because for a long time I was like, who? Yeah. But then I realized, we haven't seen him at all. They just keep referring to him. Yeah. You know.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm it brings me joy. My watch list is pretty joyful right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah. And we got more coming. October, we're gonna hit the historicals hard, you guys. Yeah. So I'm excited. And some of our favorites are in those. Yeah.
I know. And if I can ever put down my thoughts, then Caitlin will publish her blog on the KThree.com about all the October shows that are coming. So
Yes, we are working on that. So if you guys haven't, check out our blog because Caitlin, as you will see, Caitlin Conley she writes for our blog, and she gives us a weekly kind of list of what's happening, what's premiering, what is finaleing, and then what's coming up in the next week, so we can always keep on top of our watch list. And then she also posts some of her thoughts on different dramas, and she keeps up our music list. And then she does a monthly post where we all kind of share our thoughts of the ones we're looking forward to, and it's always fun. So yeah, take a look at that. Oh my God, you guys, it was such a good week. K-dramas, 2 weeks, a fortnight of 2 weeks of K-dramas. So anyway, Marisa, what are you most excited about this week? What are you looking forward to?
What am I most YUMI'S? I keep rewatching it. It gives me so much joy. I love it so much. So much.
Yes. So much. Yes. All right. All right, you guys. A link to your blog, please. We will put that in the description below. But you can also just go to the KThree, spell it out, .com and go to the blog. It's right there. Yeah. Okay. 10 new K-dramas in October. Caitlin does rule. Absolutely, Jill.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. This was so much fun. If you are new, welcome. We are I will boldly say we are the coolest, funnest place to hang out and talk K-dramas on YouTube because I think we're the only ones. But it's a lot of fun. So thank you. And to our group out there, thank you again for showing up on a Sunday and chatting K-dramas with us. We cannot wait to talk to you about them again.
Mm-hmm.
So
all right. So
that's right. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we will see you in 2 weeks to talk more. But we've got lots of other good stuff on the channel. We've got astrology videos. Our Squid Game video will be coming up soon. You can find Jen on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. And we will see you next time.
So until next time, we are the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Marisa, and you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love you guys, and we'll see you later.
We do. Thank you so much. Bye.
자, 그럼 구독자님들 구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정까지 부탁해요.